Good morning, y'all. It's Tuesday morning, man, and we finna get it, y'all. Get it, man. We got a little bit extra stuff to do today, but we're trying to do it in the same amount of time, y'all. Y'all know, man. Yeah. So, got a pretty good bit going on today. We're gonna have the third guy out here today, and then we're just gonna go from there, y'all. Yeah. Okay, what was I gonna say? I had something I was gonna say this morning. Okay, so the Ferris mower, man, I did notice, man, I'm gonna have to spend a little bit more money, man. Well, I did notice that the Ferris mower, and I thought, my bad, y'all, I thought the Ferris mower had solid front tires on it, but they don't. It does not. So I'm gonna have to get some solid front tires too. So I appreciate all the response on the ethanol gas, y'all. I thought, you know, and you know, you never know what you don't know what you don't know. You know, I never thought that the fuel would make that big of a difference, and people would tell me that over the years before I started using only ethanol free. And you know, I say yeah. You know, and if you just buy it one time, you might not notice a great big difference. But by the time you go through about, I want to say, you know, I mix up 2.5 gallons at a time. By the time you go through 2.5 gallons twice, you'll notice a big difference. It'll be subtle, but it'll be steady, and it'll get better and better and better and better. I just kind of want to throw that out there, as I saw that I missed that in the video yesterday. Yeah. So I'll be striping some with a Skag today. I got one Zoysia grass. Y'all was over there with me 2 weeks ago. It's a 70, and it's an easy one, and I sprayed last time. So by the fact that I sprayed, I don't have to have a guy with me. So I will put these two guys together, and they'll get it, man. All right, y'all, I had to kick back, man. I'm over here at this one. Y'all saw me do this one a couple weeks ago. This is every 2 week deal. It's just this front piece here, y'all. Last time I sprayed, so I really don't, that's why I don't have anybody with me. The spray worked really good. You can see how the spray worked down the wood line there. So this one right here takes about 20 minutes, and it's a 70. So, but it's also, and I can't put enough emphasis on this, is that we got a tree job over here we're going to be doing too with the lift. So he said he spent $1,000. So we're going to get the lift over here in the next few weeks, before it gets too god awful hot. And yeah, so and I'll show y'all that before I leave today. So whenever you are starting to do the lift jobs, and I'm learning, you know, as I go, you got to be able to get the lift to where you're working at, right? So this right here, I can get the lift right down in there. So yeah, and there's a big pine tree right over the house in the back, and I'll show you guys that. I think what I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna try to use the Skag on this and see how the Skag stripes this, y'all. So the Skag didn't do bad here, you know. It's on the second cut, so you can see the grass coming in. Skag spike was pretty good though. I mean, it did, you know.
So I want to be able to cut it a little bit lower, but man, I'm gonna wait till about the third cut to do that, y'all. All right, y'all, I'm gonna wrap this one up, man, and I'm out of here. All right, y'all, got that one done. The guys are, man, they moving pretty fast today. I don't know. I hope they didn't miss nothing, dude. Usually when they go, I mean, I must be a little bit off on the timing and all. Usually when they got done over there super fast. So I don't know. I hope that they didn't miss nothing. That's all I can say. Yeah. So they Drew texted me and said something about the ramp or something's bent on the trailer. So that's something I'm gonna have to look at. I don't know. About ready to, buy another damn trailer, man. I've had that trailer for 10 years. The one that Drew runs. And it's a good little trailer, you need a little trailer, man, so I'm gonna have to fix the ramp. Whatever I gotta do to fix it, I'll do. All right, y'all. Yeah, that was my wife. Okay, so I got the grass seed, the straw. Yeah, I mean, it's like everything's real expensive. I spent like $140, man, on grass seed, and we're only talking about 3,000 square feet, man. I did get one of these right here, one of these whizzes, because we've been doing a lot of grass seed, and I've just been throwing it out there. I'm probably gonna mix some rye in with this stuff too. Maybe the rye will green up, and then it will help hold the expensive seed in place. I don't know, man. I don't really like doing grass seed, y'all. And there's a couple reasons why. I don't like doing it, man, because, well, you can't guarantee it's gonna live. That's the #1 factor. That's a big deal. Because see, I like to charge. I like to charge a lot to do it. And, I just, there's so many factors that are outside of my control when it comes to doing seed, for grass. It's one thing to do rye seed, not a big deal, but to do, we're going to do centipede over here. And, you just gotta, you gotta water it and water it and water it, and then the homeowners gotta water it, and they gotta be on their P's and Q's, man. They can't, be not watering it, so yeah, y'all. Okay, y'all, it's 3 o'clock. We just got done. We got that seed and straw down. I don't know, man. I ain't a big believer in seed and straw, man. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We did good today, though. We got everything on the list done. So I'm probably gonna bail out on that Bobcat job, y'all. There's some things going on with them that I'm not so sure about. Well, they playing games with me. See, I went up on the. Okay, let me back up a little bit. Let me explain to you guys. So I went up on their yard. Well, they added about, well, I don't know, 60% more grass to cut, okay? And I've been cutting it, at the end of last year, I've been cutting that 60% more, and not really charging them. Well, I told them at the end of last year that I didn't want to do it, so that I was going to have to go up on that because it's taking me, an additional 30 minutes. And so last time, which was in the first cut of the season over there, I went on and cut it, and I told them that moving forward this season that, I was going to charge an additional $40. So that makes that job $160 job, okay, for lawn maintenance. Okay, so, and that's with spraying and everything. So they want me to bring the Bobcat over there. But last week when I told them that well, 2 weeks ago when I told them I was gonna go up on the price, I believe he's gonna end up buying a lawnmower, the homeowner. So they want me to bring the Bobcat over there because during all the interim here, since the last time I brought the Bobcat over there, they rented one. And they saw how expensive it is to rent one. You can't hardly rent one like what I own. And I know there's going to be people coming there and say that, oh, you can rent a Bobcat for that $350 a day. Well, not around here you can't. So they ended up paying just to rent one, okay, right around $700, and then the fuel. So, so they realized since the last time I was there, what a good deal they're really getting by getting me over there for $850. Okay, so like I told you guys yesterday, I called her about the lawn, and she had, she wanted to know if it was included in the Bobcat number, and I'm like, no. Well, she said she was going to ask her husband. Well, but this is their week to cut the lawn, and she's never said that before. So I don't know if they're going to hire somebody else to do the lawn, or if they're going to do it themselves, or what. Now, also, I don't like, and y'all know, as I've been growing with the Bobcat, I don't like to do the $850 a day. But last time I was there, they dragged me, by the scope kept changing, and I don't like that, man. I like to pull up on a job, know what I got to do, and realize what the scope is and make it happen. That's what I like to do, and use my experience, my tools, and my guys to put myself in the best scenario to make money. Doing it by the day, I don't want to do that no more. But I'm not going to be able to tell them that. I'm just going to not, because they're not going to want to do that. And they live so far away, it's not even logistically sound to drive out there for no reason just to look at it. So, yeah. So when I get over here to my house and I'm sitting in the driveway, I'm going to call her and I'm going to see what they're talking about. I'm not going to want to spend an hour with the husband on the day that I'm there to do the work, $850, going over what he wants to do. I'm out there every 2 weeks. So my thinking is, okay, I'll do the lawn tomorrow along with that route and talk to them about the Bobcat work then. If they do not want me to cut the grass this week, well, then I'm not going to be doing any work for them. So really, I don't even really want to take the Bobcat out there anyway, y'all. I'm just being honest, man. I like them. They're good people, blah, 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 blah. But, I don't like the way they did me the last time. See, when customers do you a certain way, and then they expect you to come back, and then the way she came at me with, she knew they dragged me the last time. I was there for about 9 hours last time. I kept getting that mobile home truck unstuck. Dude, I was it was ugly, man. And and I'm sure she'll answer. But last night I texted her and I said, so you're on the lawn schedule for this week, and she didn't answer. And usually she's like, in 2 weeks, and she's like, yeah, and then she's not responding to the text about the lawn. I don't know. Maybe she just missed the text. That's not normal. They might be fixing to fire me. They might be on the lawn care, and that's fine. I don't really even want the account anymore anyway. Now that they added all this on, and they're always trying to get me, man. Get over, man. And I like them and everything, but liking folks don't pay my bills. I'm just saying, man. You know, let me park, man, and get situated. And I'm gonna call her. And I like them, man. I mean, I really do, man. I like these people, man. They're good people, man. But you know, they're creating a bunch of more work, lawn care wise, and sometimes customers will do that, and they'll price themselves right out of a damn. And even though I got paid to do the Bobcat work, well, I knew when I tore up all that stuff, all the muscadine vines and everything with the Bobcat, I knew then that the grass was going to be a lot more grass to cut, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna call her and see what she says. Get situated where, yeah. So let's call her, and because if I'm not doing the lawn no more, I'm not taking the Bobcat out there. And so if she says no to the lawn this week, then I'm gonna say no to the Bobcat. The only way I'm gonna take the Bobcat out there is if I can go cut the grass out there tomorrow. By me going up on the number, and we talk about it all the time, you know, sometimes when you go up on the number, man, the customer just, you know, they you know, but you can't add 50% more, 40 or 50% more grass, more work, and then not expect the number to go up, because it's all based on time. I mean, I don't know what they were thinking, you know, and I'm a chump if I keep cutting it for the same money that I was cutting it before they added, you know, that to it, you know. So, and as far as, you know, running the Bobcat for $850, I've learned my lesson. I don't want to do that, man. I don't want to do that, man. And last time I was out there it was clear to me that they're getting a hell of a deal. And then they ain't even recognizing they getting a deal. But see, now they know they're getting a deal because they rented one. They thought that $850 was just sky high. They thought that, you know, I was pitching a fit over there having to move all that dirt there at the very end because they wouldn't get the scope of the job down pat to where I wanted, you know, I wanted to know exactly everything y'all want to do before I get there. And see, I get there and everything changes. And see, I don't like that, man, you know. So I about had it with the game plan, but they realized that, you know, $850 is a steal. You know, if renting a Bobcat and it's so easy and you know, it's so inexpensive, then why don't they rent another one? Why don't they rent it again? I'm gonna tell you why. Because the machine they rented was a tire machine, and it was at about $700, and a tire machine, and with one little old flat bucket, you know, can't pick up nothing other than what you wrap a chain around, and you know, get no traction or nothing. And you know, then they got to pay to get it there and pay to get you leave. You know, it's a lot of trouble. So I think that's why she's not. This is what I think, and we'll see. This is what I think. I think that her husband's either done bought a lawnmower or gonna buy a lawnmower. That's what I think. And I also think that she's not telling me that because she wants me to bring the Bobcat out there, because she knows that if I don't bring mine out there, that they'll probably have to pay somebody else a lot more money than they have to pay me. Or they'll have to pay to rent one again, and it'll have to be a bigger machine. To rent a track machine like what I own, and not that it's special or anything like that, in my area right now, especially with all these storms done hit, you can't hardly find one, number one. There's so much storm damage where that tornado came through about 3 weeks ago. that every rental company around here that you can't rent a Bobcat, a chipper either. You know, there's a waiting list to get these machines. So that puts me in a great spot. But see, they think that I'm gonna come and do it by the day at $850. And I would this last time if I can do the yard and I can talk to whoever to her husband when I do the lawn, and so I can make sure that I come prepared, and I can make sure that we have a discussion about, well, I'm not going to be here for 10 hours. Well, I'm going to do I'm going to do this job right here, and you know, this and that, and if I get done in 3 hours, well, it's $850. If I get done in 6 hours, it's $850. If I get done in 10 hours, it's $850. You know, so let's see.
Hey, Ray.
Hey, what's going on? How you doing?
Nothing. Good. How are you?
I'm good. Okay, so y'all are on the list for the yard tomorrow.
Well, you don't have to say. We just want you to come do the other thing, because I think Ron's gonna go buy a lawnmower.
Okay. Well, just tell me that. If you would just tell me that, then, you know, I mean, I can. Y'all not letting me prepare the best I can. You know, I'm having some issues with the Bobcat, and I'm trying.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm trying
so
to.
You can't come?
Well, I'm not 100% sure. I got the mechanic's gonna be looking at it here in about an hour, and that's why I'm calling you. I don't know. I figured that's what he was probably going to end up doing. You know.
Well, yeah, he'll be home in like an hour. So let me find out if he's gonna go today and get one. So I'll give you a text back and let you know.
Yeah, let me know either way. Put me in a position to succeed. You know?
Huh?
Put me in a position to succeed.
Well, we got you. He took off for Thursday, so.
And I know, and I know.
At the house.
I know, and I was, but see, my thinking is that if that for me to be the most efficient out there, I kind of need to know what he wants to do before I come out there, so I can bring the appropriate buckets in.
I'll take a video today.
And yeah, and I'll call you guys later on. I'll text you when the mechanic, and when I'm over there at the mechanic shop. Let me see what it is. It's got a big leak, and I'm not exactly sure if he can fix it like today or tomorrow or what. So I don't know 100% for sure, and I want to let you guys know.
Okay.
You know, either way. Okay.
All right.
All right. I'll see you. Yes. All right. See you later.
Okay.
All right. Bye bye. What I tell you. See, when you've been doing this for a while, you can tell when people are starting to back away from whatever service you're doing. Now, if I'd have stayed at that number, they would have continued to hit me in the head, and well, you know, this is a blessing, y'all. Y'all watch how I play this, you know, and I hate to sound like I'm scheming or not being, you know, 100 with them, but I don't feel like they're being 100 with me. You know, she wasn't even going to tell me that they bought a mower or that they are fixing to buy a mower. She was going. It's going down just like I said on the way home, y'all. Just like I said. I knew it. I could feel it. And that's fine. But don't think that you're going to take the lawn care job away from me, right? And I ain't got nothing to do with, y'all know the saying, my prices ain't got nothing to do with your budget. So if I'm not going to be doing the lawn over there, then I'm not going to be doing the Bobcat work either. If I do the Bobcat work, it's going to be more than $850. You know, I felt like I'm doing them a courtesy by even doing the Bobcat work for them for $850, because I know, and I don't care what anybody says that's living in the United States, that says they can get a Bobcat for a day for $300. Well, I don't believe that. I might be wrong. But I don't believe that. You ain't gonna get it here for that, for sure. So that's kind of what. And see, you notice how when I asked her about the lawn, how she hesitated, because she knows what I know, and she knows that they kind of are being a little bit shady about it. Now, I'm by nature not a shady guy, just by nature. But people want to play games with Ray. Well, I save all the shadiness in me for those type people. And I felt like she's being shady with me, and all she got to do is be honest with me, and she'll be a lot better off as far as, you know, for me. You know, if she had told me, yeah, man, we're buying a lawnmower, we're not going to have you do the lawn no more, blah, 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 you know, then, but see, she's trying to hide that fact until I got the Bobcat work done. And so instead of me telling them, well, I don't want to do the Bobcat work for the, you know, for the 850 or, well, period. I don't even want to take the machine out there. And number one reason is because they're playing games with me. Number two reason is because the last time they dragged me at the 850. So, you know, I feel like, you know, me running that Bobcat with the attachments that I have and that I am able to bring to the job makes me worth a whole lot more than 850 in, you know, a 8-hour day or a 6-hour day. I'm worth a lot more than that. So that's where I'm at, man. But, you know, I'm naturally not a shady guy. I don't like to live in that world because, well, you know, it always comes back and bites you, man. And I don't have no reason to be shady, man. I'm out here working, and I'm out here making sure that I put myself in the best scenario to make the most money in a minimal time. And if people want to play shady games with Ray, well, I'll get right up shady with them too. And that's how I'm going to be with them. I'm going to think about what I'm going to do as far as the Bobcat job goes, and by me telling them that the Bobcat is probably going to be in the shop, or I'm not 100% sure, that gives me time to think about what I'm going to do and all that. So again, if I can't go out there and cut the grass tomorrow and look at the scope of work that they're talking about doing with the Bobcat, then I'm not going to take the Bobcat out there. Of course, they don't know that, and I ain't got to tell them that. I just tell them that the Bobcat's in the shop. It's broke down. So that's what I'll do. You know, I mean, I'm all about protecting me and mine and making sure that you know, that I'm in the best scenario for my business to win. And I don't feel like I'm cheating nobody or anything. I feel like they know the last time I was out there that 850 was a steal, because they have rented a Bobcat since then, and they saw that it damn near cost them $800 to rent a silly little wheel machine. I mean, a little bitty wheel machine. And they were because they can't haul it, they had to put fuel in it. And the rental companies around here charge you about $150 just to bring it to the site, and then another $100 to take it back. So you got $250 in charges of they ain't even got to do with the rental of the machine. And then they're gonna charge you, you know, $400 or $500 a day for a little bitty machine. So, you know, and they know that, and they were trying to squeak by. You know, what they should have done is let me come and do the lawn this one last time, and then look at the Bobcat work, and then have me come bring the Bobcat. And when I left there with the Bobcat work, have me not cut the lawn anymore. Tell me then. But no, they're trying to save that $160 on the lawn for this one trip. And they're going to spend a lot more than that, because I'm not going to take the Bobcat out there and they're going to have to rent one or hire somebody else. And I don't know what anybody else charges. It doesn't matter. I know what I charge, and I know what I got to get to run my machine and take my machine out there. And if they're not a regular customer of mine, I don't even want to work for them at all. Not at that number. Now we'll bump it on up to $1,200, and then you know, we can talk then. But it's not going to be $1,200 for the day. It's going to be $1,200 for the scope of work. Screw that by the day crap, because that by the day crap is for beginners. And I feel like I'm getting enough experience under my belt with the Bobcat to where I'm not a beginner anymore. I'm not fluent like I can be, but I'm certainly not a beginner anymore. So, and I know what people will pay to have the attachments and all that I have, and be able to do the work that I can do with a Bobcat and with my machine, and not tear nothing up too. That's important, you know. Anyway, I'm gonna go in here and cry about it, and Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and eat me a Sammy, y'all, man. We'll peace out, y'all.